Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review. It's Friday, it's fun day, it's 9 o'clock, it's beer review time, and we've got this bad boy here. Hopefully, I've been having problems with the old camera focusing, but we'll see. It's a salt beer. It is not Surge. I had that one in the last review. This is Banoffee PUD Stout. 7% rich toffee stout. You know why I had to have this one. Absolutely crazy. I like banana. I don't like salted caramel at all. What does it say in there? We've got oats and wheat in there, of course. 7% I said. It's from Saltaire up north. And that tells us about salt, but this is what we're interested in. There we go. Sweet and ripe banana meets rich buttery toffee flavours in this dessert stout. Oozing pure decadence, velvety smooth vanilla notes marry perfectly to a subtle fruitiness, delivering rich and comforting finish. Grab a slice of pure indulgence. And it says the illustration on the front was by Tom J. Newell. So check him out. Quite a kind of psychedelic, weird drink stroke. I don't know, hands in there and weird things. And it reminds me, dear viewer, it reminds me so much of looking at the side of my glass and looking at the kind of the lacing and having some psychedelic flashback memories from the 90s. We have a black top as well, which is always good, but unfortunately not continued on the bottom. It's a silver bottom. I'm looking for that black bottom. When I find one, I'm going to fall in love, and I will no doubt report it to you, dear viewer. But, well, let's get this one cracked open. It's been in the fridge for a couple of days, this bad boy. Don't usually put stouts in the fridge, but this one I thought I would for some reason. Not sure why, actually. We have this glass. Don't know if it'll all fit in, but we shall see. Because it's a 7%er, going to go for a slightly more aggressive pour. So I doubt we're going to get a huge amount of head. Oh, he said that, and then the head started bubbling up like a good one. But no, we're going to fit it in. Easy peasy. Fingers head, look at that colour. Really cool. You can see the head kind of still forming from underneath. There is the PUD. There is the beer, and there is my cheeky face. You know how we roll. Oh, we're getting that banana thing. It's more like banana bread. So they called it banana PUD, but I would call it banana bread. Yeah, that kind of sticky maltiness there. I am getting a touch of vanilla as well. And I've made banana bread a couple of times, and you need the really ripe, gnarly, dark banana. But in my thought just now, I was thinking, adding a tiny bit of vanilla in, that might be fantastic. Why didn't I think of that before? Sweet unctuousness, bit boozy as well. This is going to be a good one, dear viewer. Please enjoy. The head has kind of disappeared, but let's have a look, another look at that colour. Really like a coffee crema layer, the top of a coffee. Oh, good, good, good. Good health to you and yours. Happy Friday night, whatever you are up to. It's been reasonably sunny today, and I've been out and about. Had a couple of beers already so far, but only half. So this is my first, pardon me, and maybe last strong beer of the evening. We'll see how we get, dear viewer. I've kind of backed off a little bit during May because my drinking, I was realizing that my drinking was getting a little bit out of control. So I've only hit 50 beers in May, and the last, in fact, for most of the year, if not every month in the year. I think January I didn't do that well either, but every other month this year I've done over 100 beers. So Yeah, my God, it was getting crazy. And when you're drinking 7% beers, it's nuts. But don't worry, dear viewer, things are going to pick up in June. Let me have a sample of this beer, and then we will talk about what's going on, because I had some incredible news today. Cheers and beers. Oh, oh. Okay, so the fact that I've had it in the fridge, maybe with a dark beer, has deadened my senses a little bit because it's a bit too cold, I have to say. But I'm definitely getting that lovely banana, that sticky toffee caramel kind of pudding. It is a pudding, it's not a bread. It smelled more like a bread, but I can tell you this definitely tastes like a sticky pudding. So the pud part of the name, totally agree with. Got some dark stuff, some molasses like flavors going on. The vanilla and the spice that it brings is kind of there in the background too. My God, this is a fantastic beer. I got it in the supermarket, British supermarket Asda, and yeah, I believe with the offer involved, because you know how I like an offer. They're doing 4 for 3 at the moment. This one, I guess it worked out about £2.50, maybe slightly over, maybe 2.60. But for a 7% beer, oh, that tastes this good, I'm not going to complain. Come on. Oh. And the carbonation is bang on. I know I've chilled this beer down, and that usually means the carbonation is absorbed into the beer, and then when you drink it, it's that gives that real fizziness. That is not the case in this beer. It's bang on, almost like a kind of cask beer. I know it's stronger, and sometimes stronger alcohol beers don't tend to pick up the carbonation, nor they need to, dear viewer. But this, oof, I'm loving this beer. This is cool. Is it as good as the Imperial Banana that I had a few years ago now, which I believe was 2021 Beer of the Year? I think it was. Um, that was a fantastic beer. That was near 10%, 10 and a half, I think it was. Ooh. And again, you could pick it up in the supermarket. It was a fiver though for 1 can. But when you're drinking a 10.5% beer, my God, you can't seem to get them at the moment. But this one is not bad at all. And for £2.50 for a 7%er, brilliant, brilliant stuff. Not a huge amount of lacing, unfortunately. There is a bit at the top where that huge head was formed, but when I had my second sip, you can't really see where I had the second sip. See if we can encourage. I know it's going to destroy the head a little bit. Let's see if we can. Yeah, look, it's falling down. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of giving it the legs. It's falling down the side of the glass. Um, nah, alas, alas, alas. Yes, so beer judging. So as you know, I've done a lot of training over the last few years, and I'm now a beer trainer um, for the volunteer organisation, which is CAMRA. So I can do sensory training, and I'm also thinking about, I don't know what's got in my head, but beer and food matching. So beer and cheese. I think that would be fantastic. And doing a session with maybe 4 beers, maybe it depends how big the group is, and then 4 different cheeses and trying to match the beer and the cheese. Fantastic. But anyway, um, as a result of that, I picked up some more beer judging duties. And in June, I'm doing 2 different beer festivals. None for Kent, which is really disappointing. Kent need to pull their socks up and organise some beer festivals. I think our biggest and only real one, is in September, but there is one in Sussex, and there is also one in London, the place of my birth, actually, dear viewer, in Kingston upon Thames, which comes under the London, um, yeah, the London mega complex. When I was born, it wasn't in London, but I think it is now. At least geographically, I don't know if the council is London, but who cares about such matters? Um, so yeah, so they're two beer festivals, and they're back to back, believe it or not. So one is mid-June, and one is the third. One is the second week of June. One is the third week of June. Put it that way. There's also a county meeting, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to. We've got midsummer, and I usually get up obscenely early to watch the sun rise in the east. Um, Whether fully clothed or not, I'm not yet decided. But it's really good for my mojo to feel the midsummer sunrise on my bare skin. Um, Sets me up for the year, if you know what I'm saying. But that is not the news. My craziness. No. I have found out today two things. So in July, I've also been invited to do a beer judging, as I did last year, at the Ealing Beer Festival, which Ealing is obviously part of London, West London, in fact, West London Borough. And I was involved in the judging there, which is really fantastic. But that's not the news either. August this year, the Great British Beer Festival has moved from its long-term home, although it has been in other places over the years, from London, Olympia, to the Birmingham NEC. And I have already got a ticket to go on the trade day, because I do videos and the like, and because I'm a beer judge and all that kind of stuff. I managed to get a ticket for the trade day, but I have been invited to judge at the final round, the finals, for scoring the beer of the year, for 2025. And oh my God, it is such an honour, um, to be part of the finals. I'm not talking about, you know, oh, this beer is good for the region and blah blah blah. This is, I'm going to be involved in the judging panel who chooses the best beer in Britain in 2025. Wow, I really hope it pans out. I've been invited. Sometimes just being invited does not mean you're going to be sitting, um, on the high table and do the beer judging. But in this instance, the person that has invited me is very high up in judging for camera, and yeah, that. Oh my God, that's absolutely fantastic. That basically means, yeah, that I have reached the pinnacle of British judging of beer. That's fantastic. You know, I've been doing reviews and stuff on YouTube on beer for probably getting on for 15 years now, and camera wise, it's 3 years. I think I've been doing it officially, for camera, and then obviously I've been doing videos for years and years. So absolutely brilliant, brilliant news. Um, yeah, it brings a bit of a lump to my throat, actually. Really, really cool. Um, I might be involved in doing some of the homebrew competition as well. We shall see. That is the kind of the backup. But I really hope to be on that, the top judges in the country. My God, put that on my CV and smoke it. Anyway, let me drink some more of this fantastic beer. Oh, Really, really good. The fruitiness and the darkness, but it's, as I said a bit earlier on, we are getting a bit on 15 minutes, but if you're still here, thank you for watching this video. Yeah, it's that sweetness of the kind of caramel, molasses. It's dark, dark liquid sugar, which is bad for my diabetes, but when it's mixed together with that banana taste, it's literally unctuous is the right word. And they've got the sweetness balanced out with the fruitiness really, really well. I have no idea what the hops are in here. I'm sure there is a bit of bitterness in there. Sometimes with dark beers, stouts, porters, sometimes they only put the hops in there just to get a little bit of bitterness in, and of course for long-term storage of liquids, hops have the kind of anti microbial, antifungal, antibacterial sometimes effects of hops through the acids. So an alcoholic drink with hops in will last a lot longer than one without. Even though these days we seal things in cans and they're in perfect darkness, etc., etc., having hops in your alcohol beverage, especially when it's a light one under 10%. If you're talking about whiskey and stuff, it'll last for years and years and you don't have to worry about it because the alcohol itself will kill off any of the kind of microbial, the wrongness, if you like. But with beers, especially lighter beers, things like miles, got to be really careful. So dark beers of this sort, under 10%, put some hops in there, dear fellows. Let me finish this off and you guys can be on your way and enjoy what's left of the weekend. Hey, we're only on Friday. So yeah, if you're still here and watching, leave me a message in the comments. What do you think? Should I be judging the Camera Beer of the Year 2025? You can say yes, you can say no. I don't really mind, but I think it's such an honor and I'm so happy to do it. Brilliant. And that is the beer for today. Salt, Banoffee PUD Stout at 7%. That is a really, really good beer. If you've had this one, let me know down in the comments what you think. I think that's a really fantastic beer. 7%, I reckon I could have a couple of those and run a mile. Dear viewer, please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Drink some beer over this weekend because it does make you smarter. And I'll be back with another beer review. And that'll be coming up real soon.